Great news as a $1,400 third stimulus check wave 4 was confirmed today. But along with that came the false narratives that followed shortly thereafter. Viewers jumping into the comments of the video right before this said, hey, everyone's getting their check exactly on April 7th by Direct Express and direct deposit. Not true. Not what the statement said. Yeah, they are. No, that's not what the statement said. Well, where's it coming? In this video, I jump into the live chat with you. We do a Q&A, we do some fun, we do some laughs, and we get to the finish line because guess what? The goalposts keep on moving. Yes, it's like 2020 all over again, just with a little bit less scarves. You're getting the stimulus check, but minutes ago, today, the president announced a wave 4 of the delivery of your $14 stimulus check. That's before the fourth stimulus check bills are introduced tomorrow. Yes, there's so much happening. There's so much fourth and third and second and one. I think Larry Kudlow's calculator is going to need some refreshing on this one. This is a big afternoon's recording of Afternoons LALATE. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Afternoons LALATE. How you doing? Someone in the chat before said, how does he have this energy? I mean, it's days like this where there's so much breaking news and I feel overwhelmed with the news. I mean, I could do 5 videos on Chuck Schumer's reconciliation ideas, but there's no time for that. It's a day in which 4 stimulus is being debuted tomorrow. The Senate Democrats introduced a proposal today for reoccurring stimulus checks, and they're going to go to the mat on it under 4th stimulus. There's that $10,200 debacle where the 13-something states are not honoring the third stimulus package where the $10,200 is tax-free for unemployment. There is an extension of the PPP program that was signed minutes ago. There's the opening of the shuttered venue grant at SBA and the EIDL loan increase. There's so much happening every single minute today. But with that, if you've not subscribed, give a birthday subscribe. It's birthday week on this channel, and to the extent that I don't topple over, I'll be here to the very end. Also like this video. Let's try to do 2,000-3,000 likes. And if you're not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. Here's an example of what's my biggest worry. My biggest worry is where people hear something and remove the adjectives or adverbs or the qualifiers in the sentence, or take the sentence and make it bigger than what it is so that ultimately it's no longer what it originally said. And here's an example. Kathy Rose wrote in opening credits, Direct Express cards are supposed to get third stimulus on April 7th, as the IRS announcement says. That's actually not what the IRS announcement said. Now, what Kathy, who's a wonderful viewer, did on either quoting another side or somewhere, remove the qualifiers of the sentence. These were the qualifiers of the sentence. If we can get them out this week, then you're going to get them next week. Some of you on or around April 7th. And it may be on Direct Express card or elsewhere. But that won't include veterans. Do you see how many but or what or in that sentence there were? There were literally like 5 of them. So if we can get to it, maybe. And then it might be on Direct Express, but may also be in the mail. It may be around April 7th, but it won't include veterans. So, and her sentence, as she posted, was Direct Express, everyone's going to get it on April 7th. No, that was actually not the sentence. So, and that's no offense to her, but that's what a lot of people have been doing today, is taking this enormous announcement that had all these qualifiers, removing all the qualifiers and shrinking it to simply, we're all getting on April 7th. Congratulations. That's absolutely not what IRS said. So what I want you to know the following. Now, where is this a concern for me personally? My concern for you personally is that it may land in the mail anytime before that, and you're not looking at the mail, And then comes April 7th, you go to the Direct Express card, it's not there potentially, and you freak out. Why is it not on the Direct Express card? Because it was in the mail. And you had misheard the statement from IRS and didn't look in the mail. That's my concern. I'm not worried about it in a Direct Express card. If it comes early in the Direct Express card or late in the Direct Express card at Comerica, that's not a worry because it's on the card. My worry is it's in the mail and you're not looking in the mail and you can't get it replaced. And I got to tell you, I had hundreds of viewers do this on second stimulus. I don't know if they ever got those checks replaced. That will happen again if viewers simply do not want to believe it's in the mail or try to, simplify it to exclude the mail. Let me jump into some more of the comments right now across the board. Some people are absolutely confused about everything. And it is overwhelming. Let me explain why everything got really confusing today. Let me explain where we are. One viewer is actually in the comments trying to spam the number April 7th, and the comment's not posting because it's seen as spam. Let me explain where we are today. There is not 1, 2, 3, 4, but 5 waves that Treasury has now confirmed of stimulus checks. Wave 1 was March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. Wave 2 was March 24th. I have hundreds of thousands of viewers who have a problem with Wave 2, and I'll tell you what it is. They have an effective date at irs.gov tool from March 26, mail, and haven't gotten it. The great news is that it's late. I've had 100-something viewers yesterday and 100-something viewers today where the March 26 check came 4 to 5 days late. So if you're a March 26 mail recipient, do this. 1, every day look at the mail, and 2, look at the IRS tool. No one has seen that tool change from 26 to something else. So what I presume is that 26 is still staying as it is, and people are reporting the checks coming very late for that 26. So that brings us to Wave 3. Wave 3 is this week. Who is getting paid when for Wave 3, and who is the person, and when are you getting paid, and how are you getting paid? NetSpend MetaBank paid yesterday and the day before. We had Evenings LA last night where I was taped, and I said NetSpend paid a viewer for Wave 3 today. And as that tape show aired, in the live chat was Quintero, who's a longtime viewer, and he said, I just got paid from NetSpend today as well. You're right. So that's what happened with Wave 3 yesterday today. Wave 3's effective day is tomorrow, March 31st. But who pays early? NetSpend, MetaBank, Cash App, Chime, H&R Block, Green Emerald Card, sometimes, and TurboTax. Now, tomorrow. Who will pay tomorrow, March 31st? Direct Express and the big banks. Have they sent alerts to viewers? Also, the credit unions. Have they sent alerts to viewers? They have. A lot? No, not a lot. Not a lot of viewers have gotten alerts. But guess what? In one of the live chats on the video right before this, one of the viewers said, I have an alert from my bank. There's a pending deposit tomorrow for March 31st. I have no alert from the IRS tool. So that is an example of how things are unfolding. When was that payment sent out? Last Friday. All the payments are always sent out Friday for deposit on the following Wednesday. So if you go to the end of tomorrow, March 31st, and you don't have a direct deposit, when there is the stimulus check, it could still land this week in Wave 3 because as mail delivery, because there's a lot of viewers who have mail delivery this week for Wave 3. Wave 3's mail delivery is later this week and includes April 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. They have the mail delivery date in the irs.gov tool, which brings us then to this Saturday. If you go all the way to Saturday and you haven't seen a deposit and you haven't seen something in the mailbox, then what? IRS just informed us to watch that tool this Saturday because they're sending out stimulus checks for Wave 4 again on Friday for the following week, and they're going to update the tool on Saturday. And then you will see if you're on Wave 4 the following week. When is Wave 4 going to pay and where is it going to pay? Wave 4 will pay on or around April 7th if they have no problems. That's what they said. They have not sent out the payments, and they're not guaranteeing it's April 7th. They're going to try for on around April 7th. Where will they land? On Direct Express card Comerica, in deposit accounts, and or in the mail. So everything is open field day for them. Finally, who is not going to get it in Wave 4? Veterans. They're in Wave 5. The Veterans Administration confirms that even if you're on the Direct Express Comerica card, you're not getting a payment on April 7th or around April 7th. If you're a veteran, you are not coming that week. You're coming in mid-April. Hopefully, this clarifies the situation for you. I know it sounds very complicated, and it's almost difficult to even say it because I'm just trying to describe 4 different waves of one check. It's a lot across the board. Let me jump into the comments right now. What about Comerica? I check the mail every day, says Dean. Absolutely. I love that, Dean. Great job. Whatever you have, you need to check the mail every day because the confirmation from Treasury is that it may come in the mail. Let me see some more comments. People are asking about the holiday delivery dates for mail. Absolutely. So certainly keep those in your thoughts as well. Fred says, nothing for me, Winthrop Credit Union or IRS tool. I live in Maine. I'm an SSI. So watch tomorrow, Fred, and also watch for your credit union, watch your direct deposit account tomorrow, and also watch your mailbox all this week. If nothing happens by Friday, then watch the tool next Saturday. How late will checks be, says Dale. Great question. So the 26 checks are still late. Some viewers have not gotten them. Some got them yesterday. Some got them today. So the checks are currently running 4 to 5 days late. Richard B. Is the date 4/7 for SSI? There is no exact date. It's approximately April 7th. Now, some people are happy with using an approximate date, but when people say an exact date, it worries me. You know why? Because I just sense we go into April 7th, the people are like, I didn't get it today on April 7th. I'm like, well, because the statement didn't say exactly April 7th. But so I'm making people understand the statement does not say exactly April 7th. So please be attentive that it could come earlier, it could come later, and it could also come in the mail. Let me jump into some more of the comments. At this point, they're just guessing. Danielle Clemson has a great point. Clemens has a great point. You know, Danielle has a very good point, which is Treasury has changed their story multiple times. And ultimately, this is why I'm pushing hard against people who say exactly April 7th. People heard this today and they jumped up in joy and said, it's exactly April 7th, which was not the statement. But I also said, wait a second, there's a lot of qualifiers to the sentence. And understand Treasury, well, the president said you're getting a stimulus check in 10 days. That didn't happen. Then Treasury said a week ago yesterday that if it doesn't land by March 24th, it's in the mail. Well, it's not in the mail. So they have said things before that have been just wrong. And that's why I'm trying to assure people don't jump up in joy as well. I mean, this is what they said a few days ago. They said, we don't know where you are because you didn't use the non-filer filing tool. You weren't supposed to use the non-filer filing tool. And then this is what they said just a few minutes ago. If no additional issues arises, we're looking to complete the work by the end of this week. Again, read this sentence really carefully. If nothing else arises, we'll get it out to you. So for everyone that wants to write April 7th exactly, no, that's not what Treasury said. They said, we hope we have no other problems. Judy, nothing yet for Comerica direct deposit. Stay positive. Ira said they're working on it. Says Jackie, absolutely. They're working on it. It's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed April 7th. They're hoping around April 7th, but it ain't guaranteed. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. Let me see more of the comments. Yeah, Jackie says it's Penny. There's Bill. Thank you, Bill, for becoming a new Purple Hawk. Regina, thank you for being able to clarify everything for me. It's been so confusing when I get my third stimulus check. I'm on Direct Express, so everything you're saying is really helping me so much. Absolutely. My my worry is not if a Direct Express payment comes early or comes late because it's in your card. I mean, no one's going to have access to your Direct Express card. My worry is people who don't watch the mail and it gets in the mail and then you just don't look at the mail and suddenly it gets lost in the mail. I don't want people to be throwing away or losing checks in the mail. And that is a very big, it happened under second stimulus, it could happen again. Let me see more of the comments. D. So IRS announced on March 30th, it will begin to issue economic payments this weekend to Social Security and SSI recipients who don't normally file tax return. So you see D's comment and you see Treasury's comment, which is we'll do it by the end of the week if we see no additional issues. So not this weekend, but maybe by the end of the week. But if there's no other problems, if there's no other problems. Brian is Brian has issue about it. Your countdown timer was stolen. I want to be a Purple Hawk. I don't know how to do it. Oh, you click the join link at the top of the chat. There's a thing that says join as a member. If I get 3 checks, should I tell them? Well, they may think you have 3 members in the household. How much do I have to... So let me ask viewers in the live chat right now. Let's do Q&A. Has anyone in the live chat gotten a check in the mail today? Drop in the comments now if you got a check in the mail today. Oh, there's someone right now. Dorothy Forbes. Funny thing, my daughter's boyfriend got his stimulus check in the mail. I exactly knew what his was. There we go. Did anyone get a stimulus check in the mail today? Oh, thank you, Paul, for becoming a Purple Hawk. Yes, says Velma. Velma got a check in the mail today. And if you know someone, also explain who you know. Will the 4th and 5th stimulus be in the same manner? I don't think so. They're going to do 4th stimulus by reoccurring every month. White Knight knows someone in Chicago. So there's 2 people who got mail checks today. Good news. Who in the chat still has a pending March 26 check? Drop in the comments right now if you have a pending March 26 mail check. Yes, says James. Does anyone have a March pending 26 check still? The letter carrier, the mail person came about a few hours ago, and she says he gets the stimulus checks in waves and batches. Interesting. I got my check today, says Jason Miller. Thank you. James Stay. Yes. Lynn Rodriguez. Yes. Debbie. Yes. Sandy. Yes. Okay, next question. If you have a pending deposit for tomorrow, drop in the comments 331. If you have a pending deposit for tomorrow, because you show an alert either on IRS Tool or your bank, drop in the comments 331. Mine said it was scheduled to be delivered in the mail, says Miss Marie, on the 26th. Mine is still pending, says Aquarius. Tool says no information. What does that mean? I'll address that in 1 second. That's a great question, says Isola Gavin. Yes, I did. I got one that was pending 26. James, congratulations. 332. I think it means 331. So Luther has a pending for 331. Anyone else have a pending for 331? Drop 331 if you do for pending for tomorrow. No one else yet. So let me go over what that IRS tool is doing at the moment. The IRS tool currently is, well, it depends on it depends on if you like the tool, if you don't like the tool. This is what Treasury said today. Treasury said today that we're going to send out the fourth wave this Friday, hopefully. And then you will likely see an update to your tool this weekend. Well, we already know how this works. They go out on Fridays, the tool updates on Saturday. So if you show no information in your tool, here's what you need to know. Sometimes the tool never shows the deposit. I had a viewer in the chat right before this. She said, I have a deposit tomorrow. I know I have a deposit for tomorrow, 331, because my bank shows it pending. Iris tool shows nothing. So the Iris tool is not reliable for me. Other viewers, the tool works for them. And so on this Saturday, you may go from no information in the tool to information in the tool. But you may never have any information in the tool because it may just not work for you. Let me jump more into the live chat right now and see what other people are saying. No information for me either, says Gypsy. Worried, no information at all in Iris tool, says Jenny and Arlene. Why don't they just have a direct deposit date for the SS people? They can't get it straight. I mean, they really can't just do one date for everyone. And they did this on the first stimulus package and they did it on the second one. They just do things in waves. But the fact that these waves just keep on going on is just, you know, if not March 31st, it will be April 7th, says Rosemarie. Not exactly correct, Rosemarie. March 31st is wave 3's effective direct deposit date. Wave 4's effective deposit date is around April 7th, but it could still land in the mail between the 31st and the 7th. Thank you, Rosemary, for your comment. Gene, that's not accurate. April 7th is not the exact date for everyone for SSI and SSDI for Direct Express. Treasury's exact statement is they're attempting to get it out, and they're hopeful they're going to get it out. I have no date, says Lisa. Mine is listed for April 1st. So there you go. Lori. Here's an example for Lori. Here is an example for Lori who has her pending deposit or pending payment for April 1st. Kathy, I just called NetSpend and they said IRS is only sending a little by a little to NetSpend. Well, we know that's true. That's a great question, Kathy. So I had viewers who got NetSpend on the 17th, the 24th, and I had it who got NetSpend this week, Monday as well. LA, could we maybe see it tomorrow? Yes. So let me recap where we are if you're just joining the chat, because more people have joined in right now. Let me find where I am and tell you what's going on. Okay. Here is the big recap if you're just joining me on this video. We're currently in the middle of wave 2 being paid and wave 3 being paid. Wave 4 is next week. Wave 2 is still unpaid. Wave 2 are people who have mailed checks with a date of March 26. I got a lot of viewers who haven't gotten paid that March 26 check. So that March 26 check is about 4 to 5 days late. Wave 3 is this week. Wave 2 was from last week. It's late. Wave 3 is this week. And Wave 3 has a direct deposit date tomorrow, March 31st. Who would likely see deposits for March 31st tomorrow? People who have alerts already that say there's a penny deposit for tomorrow. This includes Direct Express, big banks, small banks as well. What if you don't have a penny alert for tomorrow? It may just appear. What if you show nothing on the IRS tool? Well, I had one viewer on the live chat before this. Nothing on the IRS tool, but the bank shows a penny for tomorrow. So she has it for tomorrow, March 31st. I have Direct Express consumers penning for tomorrow as well. Who would likely not get it tomorrow, March 31st? Likely Chime, Cash App, Net Spend, because they pay early. Okay, so if you go into tomorrow, you go the whole day tomorrow, no direct deposit, then what? You need to be watching the mail, because it could be in the mail any day this week. You could be a leftover from wave 2 for mail or a wave 3 for mail. There's a lot of viewers who are in wave 2 for mail and a little bit less for wave 3 for mail. What's important to understand is that I have hundreds of thousands of viewers who are on Direct Express card, SSI and SSDI, railroad benefits, veterans as well, who have a Mail 26 result in the IRS tool. You may be a person who has no result in the tool. That doesn't mean you're not getting the mail. It may be in the mail. And what's important is you don't want to miss that check in the mail. Wave 3 this week has a mail check date of April 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So then we go into the end of this week, and wave 4 will be sent out on Friday. IRS hopes, they say they hope, and that this Saturday, if they send it out, they say they would update the tool on Saturday. They say you would likely see the wave 4 information in your toolbox this Saturday. Wave 4 then would land next week. They say hopefully on or around April 7th, providing nothing else goes wrong, they say. And this could include mail, Direct Express, and also debit card. Then wave 5 would be thereafter, middle April for veterans. What a big day and a lot of recordings. Also hitting across the board today was those reoccurring stimulus checks. Let me explain what's going on. Tomorrow, you're going to see the 4th stimulus package bill introduced by the President of the United States. It would normally be such a big event, but we have so much going on with these checks about to land or on the way to land that it's overshadowing his 4th stimulus package. His 4th stimulus package will be debuted tomorrow. It will be in bill form. If you're a member of this channel, you'll have a copy of the bill. If you also are a member of this channel, I'll also be delivering you the other items which he signed off today that you may need a copy for. The bill may not likely have reoccurring stimulus checks in it tomorrow when you see it from the president. Don't worry, because the Democrats, no less than 20 or 50 of them in the Senate, these are Senate Democrats, said, guess what? We want you to put it in there. If you don't put it in there, when it comes to us, we're going to put it in there. When the bill goes reconciliation, yes, it's going to do reconciliation again, and lands in the Senate, they've already vowed to amend the bill to put monthly stimulus checks in there. How will the monthly stimulus checks work? They would come to you every month. Who would pay it? IRS. Who would qualify for it? SSI, SSDI, Social Security, rail benefits, veterans, anyone who makes less than $75,000. How much would the check be? They're talking $1,400. Everything can get changed down to the final minute at which the vote would occur. When would they likely do this vote in the Senate? They would likely get to it, I would say, late April. It's going to take a while, at least late April. Could be early May, but it's going to take a couple weeks till they get this bill all the way over to the Senate. And this would be a lot of money. This would be more than SSI, SSDI of $2,400. This would be potentially more than hazard pay, potentially more than FPUC retro. So it's going to be a lot of breaking developments. And guess what? That's just 4th stimulus. 5th stimulus will be debuted a month later. This stimulus is going to be the real surpriser, because that may not go by recon. We'll have to wait to see if the Senate parliamentarian rules against Chuck Schumer on that one or not. And if they do, then you're going to see this one will have to do bipartisan approval to get it to the finish line. And with that, let me jump back into the live chat one last time before we end it. Mine shows April 2nd. Oh, good. And that was Aquarius. Congratulations. Everyone welcome Rick to the family. If mine comes by the time SSI check gets, I'm buying you a drink, says Barbara. Well, thank you, Barbara. Chef Roberto, now the informed delivery tool from the IRS, nothing yet in my mailbox and nothing for Direct Express, has nothing too. So give it time. You may be in the fourth wave, Chef Roberto. As always, thank you for joining me on a Big Afternoons LA. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I'm going to see you in the live chat tonight on Evenings LA. That's at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Don't miss that Evenings LA. It's going to be a big show. And then it's off to Hazard Pay, 90 minutes thereafter. Then tomorrow morning, early mornings LA. Boy, that's going to be a big show tomorrow morning. And if you've not liked this video, like the video. Let's see if we can do 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 likes. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. Really greatly appreciated on the big birthday week here on the channel. Get that birthday subscribe if you haven't. Also, stay informed, stay focused, keep on smiling, keep on staying positive. Thank you for all the nice comments. And with that, thank you for joining me on Afternoons LALATE. See you later.